Exorcist with a letter on it. That's what film is today. The Exorcist, I say this, standing quite apart from it, it's because of what it's based on, and Blatty's take on it, his wonderful novel, that it still lives. But you couldn't make the film today like this. It's too slow. It doesn't have enough bang, and it really is about the mystery of faith. It's not about some superhero.
I was thinking, watching the film also, that, Ellen's still working these days, and that's when Peter was in the film last year. It's nice to see you guys still working, doing great work.
Jason Miller passed away a few years ago. Linda Blair is still around. She's now 52 years old.
Do you keep in touch with her?
I keep in touch with them, absolutely, all the time. Jason died, sadly, and a few years ago, back in Scranton, where he came up. He had never made a film before. I saw his picture in a newspaper. He had written a play called That Championship Season, which won a Pulitzer Prize and a Tony Award. I saw his picture in the New York Times. We had cast somebody else, who shall be nameless. And I told my casting director in New York, I want to meet this guy because I read the article about him. And it said in the article in the New York Times that he was married to Jackie Gleason's daughter, and he was a milkman at the time in Flushing, New York, but he had had small parts in off-Broadway plays and on the road, and wasn't of great interest to me. But then I read that he had studied to be a priest at Catholic University in Washington, and dropped out because of a crisis of faith. And so I read that, and I'm looking at his picture, and I saw Father Karras. So I went to the studio, and I said, we have to, unfortunately, let the actor that we signed go, and I'm going to go with this guy. And they said, well, who is he? He's a playwright. Has he ever acted? Not really. He's done some small parts. But again, the entire cast was like handed to me by some thing. I'm telling you, I didn't know about, the only two people we went after were Von Sydow and Lee J. Cobb, who were two of the greatest actors in the world. The rest of the people had done little or nothing.
You have time for one more question. Go ahead. Just stand up.
There are rumors that you were going to direct or may direct William Peter Blatty's Neater. Is that still true?
No. I don't know how those... It's a novel you're talking about called Demeter.
Demeter, yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a recent novel, but I have no plans to direct it. No, not at all. I think he's the one. We're in touch. We speak twice a week at least, sometimes longer, more often. But no, I have no plans to, I think, how could I make a better film than this? I really feel that.
That seems like a really great note to end it on. Thank you guys for coming down.
Thank you. Thank you very much.